Tug of roar. Tug of Rory. We don't play tug of war, we play tug of roar. Tug of Rory. Go, Bubba. What? Ladies right there, come on. Go, go. Lady girl, go. There you go. There you go. Okay, jealous. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Get out of her butt. Get out of her butt. Oh, you want to play hands. You want to play hands. Huh? You want to play hands? You just want to play hands. You just want to play hands. Okay. Okay. Get it. Oh, goodness, man. That's a strong, tough boy. Boys. Yeah, you got it. Rory got it. Woo! Yeah, buddy. So in the description, I wrote, does anyone want to talk about signs of distress that you may not know? Things to be aware of if you're a neonatal care person, elderly cats, dogs. Indonesia. What's up, man? How's it going? What's it like over there? I've always wanted to go. What's up, Lewis? We are in Defuniak Springs, Florida. That's where our rescue is. And we care for 100 plus animals a day. That includes our colony cats. So we have a lot of, oh, speaking of cats, there's my 19-pound cat. That's Butler. He is special needs. He's declawed. So we call that special needs. Declawing is like if you took these parts of your fingers off right here at these digits, right at these knuckles, and just cut them off. That's what it's like for a cat. Oh man, the weather is really nice right now. It's actually uh-oh, there goes Rory. It's actually really, really nice out here. I don't know, maybe 68 right now. Not too bad. I don't want to turn on the air. I'll sit over here, that way this thing kind of stays on. Butler, where are you going? Rory, lady. Guys. Little fella. Oh my God, yeah, he's 19 pounds. That dude right there. That dude is 19 pounds. And it's funny, at first, Rory up there, the staffy, he didn't know what to think of Butler. He was like, holy shit. Is that like a little dog or what? He didn't know. I mean, they're friends now. It took a while, but Rory was really, really apprehensive about being around him. I could tell just the way he'd wag his tail to one side. He'd have his ears pinned back most of the time when he would interact with them. But now they sleep in the bed together. They're BFFs now. Lady, come here, boo boo. Come on, lady. Come on. What you doing, girl? Huh? What you doing? You gonna say hi to everybody? Oh, here comes Mr. Jealous. Mr. Jealous. You going back up, lady? So here at my home, these are my two personal dogs. Rory was a rescue. I've told that story a few times on live. Lady is my service dog. So she's actually a working dog. We take her to several old folks' homes, and she's a therapy dog, basically. And we've got a lot of guys. We've got a lot of Vietnam vets that were canine handlers in Vietnam, and they blow up the front desk at, I can't say the name of the place, but they blow up the front desk. They call down there all the time. They're like, okay, is today's day for Lady to come? It's really, really cute. These guys it takes a lot of their pain away when Lady shows up. But back to how many animals here. I have, these are my two personal dogs. Rory was a rescue 3 years ago, strong parvo positive. Had a little brother. His little brother died in my arms that night. Luckily, I was able to get an IV in both of them. Just unfortunately, his brother didn't make it. Rory survived. Got him to the vet the next day, and he never left my sight after that. As far as cats go, I have a mom right now. She's a feral mom, warming up to me, and we have her two kittens right now. She had a litter of 5. If you guys go look through my shorts, and you'll see another live where the runt of the litter, Ezzy, he died. I spent 72 hours straight, stayed up. I nodded off every now and then, but 72 hours. Either taking him to the vet or caring for him here, and we just could not keep him alive. It's fading kitten syndrome. It happens. And it really, really tore me up. It was one, I deal with deaths. I deal with animal deaths. Not on a daily basis, but on a maybe bi-weekly basis. That's what happens when you run a rescue, and it was tough. It was really tough. Actually, Ezzy is buried. He's buried right back there. There's a little box, and we have a cemetery back there. There's 2 other kitties buried back there, but Ezzy is buried back there. And in the live, you'll see me just fall apart. I mean, absolutely. After being up for 72 hours, So much of my investment in him emotionally just came pouring out of me. I just could not keep it together. And I thought that my viewers should see that. I thought that my viewers, my supporters, whatever you want to call you guys, should see what it's like, what it can do to you, what it can do to a rescuer once you've invested so much into that animal. And it's hard to compartmentalize. It really is. It's one of the hardest things to do in rescue is to compartmentalize your feelings. You know that these animals are not going to be with you forever. And the special needs that pass on you, it's tough. And I'd say a runt is special needs for sure. Absolutely. He needs a lot more care than his siblings, you know. Yeah, Lewis, it does just, well, you know, really depending on the animal. I can, let's see. Is she in her perch right now? I could probably show you guys. Let me get over the fence. I can probably show you guys who I'm talking about. Oh, no, there's one kitten. This is the kitten room. That's Fergus. Get that little shit. Look at Fergus. Fergus is the rescue's jester. He's insane. Hey, Bubba. Mom must be in there. Oh yeah, there she is. You see that in the back there? There's Mom back there. That's her little seat, her little cushion, her little bed. Mom is the only one that gets that. Look at Fergus. He's like, "What are you doing, Dad? Huh?" A little stinker. I put Fergus in there sometimes to play with these two because Fergus is still a kitten himself. He's not even a year yet. He'll be a year soon. He'll be a year in a couple of weeks. What are you doing, Bubba? Let's go get the light back on. Okay, there we go. So back to that question, yes. It has taken a long time for this mother to warm up to me. She still hisses at me, but I can pet her. I can pet her. I can walk in the room and she doesn't freak out. She doesn't run off. She basically stays in one spot. She'll get up in that kennel and she'll wait for me to come and pet her. She loves her pets and she's really, really a sweet mom. I'm glad that I've been able to keep her as long as I have, and now I've had her and her litter now for at least 4 months now, and I'm glad I've got the mom, because whenever I get a single kitten, a single feral kitten, she's able to do the work and kind of tame him pretty easy for me. She's done that recently, and that cat I plucked out of an engine block, and that cat went to a good friend of mine named Mason. Awesome guy, Air Force, badass dude. Can't tell you what he does, but he's a badass motherfucker. Hey, you guys stop. Chill. Light it. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse them. I don't use English commands with my dogs. It's check and pull, and that's it. Just simply because I don't want someone telling my dog what to do. It's a trust issue. But anyways, so mom's one of mom's daughters and the kitten that she tamed went to my friend Mason. So it's good to have a mom around. It's really good to have a younger mom around because she's still willing to. What are you digging for? She's not over it yet. She's not like, fuck it. I don't want to take care of these cats anymore. I don't want to take care of these children anymore. They have a drive in them, and we got her fixed, and that really helps as well. And it's calmed her down quite a bit, and so having a mom is good when you run a rescue. A lot of times we'll need a nursing mom, so we just have to find one. But that's just kind of how that goes. Okay. So the reason why I don't use English commands with the dogs, for the most part, now, when it comes to obedience, when it comes to behavioral things, like, I just broke up. They fight. They do that all the time. They're brother and sister. Rory's been with Lady. They're bonded. He's been with her since he was a puppy. So 3 years now, they're bonded. I was really only doing that so I wouldn't interrupt the stream. But I use commands in check and in poll because I don't trust other human beings to tell my dogs to do something. Again, Lady is a working dog, so even though she's a therapy dog, I don't just let anybody around her. Rory is in training to become a service dog, so again, I don't just let anybody and their brother pet and interact with my animals. Now, we do train. We go to Home Depot or we go to Lowe's, and I do let the dogs interact with people in those settings. It's more of just like a walking my dog down the street thing, or the dog park, or just, out in places, settings like that, where there are more dogs, and you give a command in English to one dog in a group of dogs. Well, that gets a little confusing, and things could happen. And then again, it's a trust issue. I don't trust Rory 100% yet in settings like that. So I'm just being careful, that's all. Just to the dogs. Only to the dogs. What's up, Knob Gobbler? What's up, dude? Knob Gobbler. I haven't heard that since, like, I don't know, I'm 49 now. I haven't heard that in quite a while. That's pretty funny. But yeah, Lewis, man, thank you for your questions, man, and I'm glad you asked. I didn't get to the one here. How many animals come to your shelter? A lot. It's a revolving door. I know it's a shelter, and we have a property that we house most of the cats and dogs that come through the rescue, but we do work out of our homes. Like I've got the mom and her kittens here. There are certain situations where I take in the animals at my house because it's a lot easier for me to give care to the ones that need 24/7 care, or at least not 24/7 because I can't do that. I do work, but enough care that, and now I'm specifically talking about the special needs. Those guys always come to our homes, always. And because mom had the runt, that is the reason why that particular litter and mom came here to my house. Guys, what are you doing? Come on. Bubba, come here. See? Yeah, see, things like that. It's not confusing for him for me to call his name and say, "Come here." Not at home. They're smart dogs. You know, they're smart dogs. They're bilingual. Absolutely. We have. I, I'm trying this experiment. Yes, only cats and dogs. We do get a lot of wildlife in our traps because we do a lot of TNR work. We do a lot of trap and release. So we do get a lot of wildlife in our traps. Recently, a friend caught a fox in it's essentially a dog trap, but it's actually a coyote trap, because it was killing his chickens, and so he caught it. Then I went over. It was a beautiful creature, and we loaded it up and took it out to Eglin Air Force Base, which is where we are very close to, and let it go there. There are panthers here. This is Florida. Yeah, this is Florida. There are panthers, and they are fucking big. They are absolutely fucking huge. I've seen their footprints. People take castings of them sometimes. They are they're big. People think that they're just small little things, but they absolutely are not. Raccoons, possums. I caught a really, really big possum not too long ago. And I know there are a lot of people out there that keep possums as pets. I've seen a lot on YouTube. Actually follow a group on Facebook. And these they're huge. And they're beautiful. They're beautiful and they're tame. They're just, they're tame like a cat. Now, raccoons, possums, and cats in our colonies, they interact a lot. The raccoons will come down and they'll grab a handful of cat food, and then they'll go to the water and they'll wash their hands, and they'll wash the cat food off, and then they'll eat it. We find all our water bowls are just filthy, and that's because of the raccoons. Not here, coyotes, Lewis, not here. We are fortunate that we don't live in their paths per se. In Mississippi, we had to deal with it a lot. Now I'm talking about coyotes coming up onto the porch and snatching the cat off the porch at night. And that was because when Hurricane Katrina came through, it brought a lot of trash. It brought a lot of garbage and that brought the coyotes. Oh, my neighbor, he's building something. He's always building something over there. I thought I saw one of the outside cats. I've got a couple of cats here. What's up, Bubba? He's like, what's up? There's Fergus. Look at Fergus. He's the court jester. Yeah, but not so many coyotes here, thankfully. I still get phone calls from people in Mississippi that tell me that they've caught a coyote when they're trying to catch a stray dog. If you haven't, and I will start posting. Lewis, definitely come back, man. I'll start posting in the community tab when I'm going to do some more lives, and we'll talk about some other things. I wasn't really prepared tonight, but you just started asking questions, so I did my best to answer them, man. I run a rescue and an advocacy group, and we just try and do our best. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate you sticking around, and to all the other folks, thank you. Really appreciate it. Go check out some of our shorts. We don't have a lot of long form stuff yet, but we're working on it. Go to San Joaquin Valley Transparency. He has done several videos on our advocacy work. That is San Joaquin Valley Transparency. Awesome dude. I mean, just awesome. That First Amendment community is just great. Absolutely great people. And he said something in a live stream today. We all need to work together. I haven't heard, the heads of state say much in the way of freedom or liberty lately, and those are things that we need to take control of ourselves. But we hold government accountable. We hold private citizens accountable for animal abuse, neglect, cruelty. I'm dealing with the post office right now, if you can believe that. Our federal government trapping cats, leaving them in the traps for over 24 hours, maybe 48 with one. We aren't 100% sure, but that is cruelty, and the federal government, that post office, has absolutely no right to do it. And if you go to our short and you watch that short, read the description, and you'll see.